A24's new movie, The Green Knight, and I got to see this on opening day, and usually when I get out of a theater, I'm very decisive. I know what's good, what's bad, in my opinion. I'm not usually really confused, but man, when I got to see this movie and I came out, I was fucking speechless.
I think the best word to describe this is bizarre. That or crazy. Now, I want to make something clear. This is not a bad movie. It's not bad at all. Actually, I would go as far as to say it's pretty good. But man, when I left that movie theater, I was mixed. There was a lot of things in there that was a little crazy. There's some things I didn't like, and then there's some things I loved. As I said prior, I watched this movie on opening night, and I literally had to give myself a day and a half just to get my feelings and my thoughts about the movie all in order. And after all that time thinking about the movie, I stopped and realized that the movie in its own way is kind of genius. Because the goal of a movie is to be impactful. You want your audience to resonate and be invested into the movie. But most of all, you want your audience leaving the theater thinking about your film. And The Green Knight succeeded in that. No matter if you liked the movie, hated the movie, or in the middle, you're going to think about this film. The dialogue's good, the acting's great, and the plot's pretty simple. It follows the original story. Now, I haven't read the original story. Ironically enough, I'm probably gonna have to read it this semester, and that's one of the reasons why I saw this film. But the plot's pretty simple. The Green Knight walks in and gives out a challenge, allowing somebody to cut him anywhere once. But the Green Knight would have to return that in a year's time. The young Gawain accepts the challenge and cuts his head off, only for the Green Knight to pick it up and walk out. And in a year's time, Gawain goes on a journey to fulfill the challenge. Now, there are some differences from the story to the film, such as in the original, King Arthur is the first one to accept the challenge, only for Gawain to step in and take his place for two reasons. First, to get his own glory and to prove himself, and the second reason is that he realized he's much more expendable than his uncle. But in my opinion, these are minor differences. Now, I think the film really shines when it focuses on the journey and Gawain's character development. Because in my opinion, Gawain is really interesting as a character. He's a young, naive man that wants to prove himself and now has to go on a journey to find the true meaning of honor and bravery. Now, when it comes to the pacing, I am a little mixed, because on the one hand, it is slow, but the movie does benefit for a slower pace. But on the other hand, there are moments that drag on way too long, and then there's moments in the journey that can be cut altogether. For example, and it is kind of a slight spoiler, but not really because it doesn't tie into the movie at all. Gawain comes across a couple giants, and that's literally about it. They make a weird noise with the fox, and they fucking move on. What does it mean? I have no fucking clue. I mean, I guess it counts for world building, but I wish it tied into the fucking story somehow. And by the way, a little side note, I think The Green Knight is definitely a movie you have to watch twice to understand completely. There are plenty of crazy weird moments in the movie that tie into the story that I would talk about, but I don't want to. And the reason why is because I don't want to spoil these moments for the first time watchers. Because I feel like The Green Knight really benefits off of first impressions. Finally, my favorite part of the movie, the ending. I really love what A24 did with the end of this movie. The ending really emphasizes the meaning of the film and the journey itself. Again, I would go in more details about this, but I don't want to ruin it for the first time watchers. Because just like the strange moments in the journey, this ending really benefits off of first impressions. I think my only nitpick with the ending is that it does abruptly end, but from what I heard, the original story does that too, so I can't be too mad, and plus, I have no clue what they would have added in there as well. So all in all, would I recommend this? It depends. Because on the one hand, if you're someone that didn't read the original story, didn't really like the trailer, and also doesn't fuck with medieval fantasies, then I'd probably skip out on this one. But if you're someone that's read the original story or watched the trailer and had some type of interest in it, or even just likes medieval fantasies, please, by all means, take a shot on this one. Trust me, your money will not be wasted whether you like it or hate it. Because no matter what, this will be an experience that will not be forgotten. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, consider liking and subscribing, and comment below what I should do next. I'll do movies, games, anime, shows, whatever. But again, thank you for watching.